Hello and welcome to another episode here of this Chaos Dwarfs campaign, this Astragoth campaign. So we're doing well, we're doing quite well. Of course, after getting all those units, I'm still trying to make some sort of army going on. Plenty of these units are just, here to gift to others, But overall, everything seems to be fine. Now over here, Gerhard Waldorf, he only has some units. It's not going to conquer there. It only has some heroes there. Needling, I'm going to capture this. There's Balthazar Gelt, who moved past Sundrims. Let me auto-resolve this one. And basically, it's an outpost? Yeah. Or factory. Factory does have walls, so yeah. Let's have a walled settlement. So, yeah, that's the difference here. Let's get some more income, because income, that's what I need. And you can see it's in the positive again, so that's cool. What I'm going to give this guy... Oh, of course, still doesn't have that. And Infernal Death Mask. Yeah, why not? Causes fear, it's cool. When it says causes fear, it's also good to note that it becomes immune to fear as well. And that's sometimes the things that I really want. And okay, I'm gonna have to attack Krugenheim here, which has Balthazar Gelt there. I'm kind of thinking what I need to do. Yeah, but that's the main process here. I'm gonna have to attack Balthazar Gelt. Do I want to move him on the city, or do I want to move him just normal? Yeah, I'm gonna attack here. Definitely, of course, it gives me a close defeat, because that's a lot. That's Balthazar Gelt with a nice settlement garrison to boot. So yeah, that would be a destruction of my men. And I never like to take those odds. I always like to take odds that would imply that I'll survive very well with all the units. I prefer those kind of battles if I can. And I always make sure those happen. So let's go on the underway now that they are... Yeah, I can get them close. Of course, this would be a battle where they reinforce. It would give me a close victory. It would take some units. But I think that would be a nice, actually, battle to do. Maybe I'll just encircle for a couple of moments. Or maybe I'll think it through in just a few moments. Mulch cannot reach there, so... And I really would like to capture that, for sure. Because then my borders would be much better. So overall, we do have some issues here with the Empire. They do have a nice garrison there in Brasskeep, so they can survive. Feastus can survive for a while. Maybe he can survive here. I do have 50% ambush here, but I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm going to consider moving this guy away. Yeah, because it's not like I need to defend Mount Squiggan. And I really don't have knowledge of what's happening over here. So, the Tower of Za. Oh yeah, I can confederate, but I'm so broken with money that I think that would be more of an issue than anything else. I'll think it through, but I think not. Okay, so I've decided not to go ahead with the Confederation because I'm still suffering with income, so I want to get a little bit more income before I try to plan that out. And I don't really want... I think they can grow even more, and I'll just confederate them when they have, destroyed a few more enemies, so I guess that's a good idea there. And I'm definitely thinking 3-4 armies that he might have there, so that would put me in the zeros for sure. So at least I want to have less enemies. I want to have less enemies, not more. And I can wait to confederate, so it's fine. So Astragoth is going to dominate over here. Definitely take care of Castaltin. That would be good, to get rid of one enemy here. And then I'll get rid of Tsarina. And then I'll go for the Empire. And suddenly, after that, it's likely going to trigger long victory very soon. And then I can focus on going after Thorgrim. I think I need Thorgrim for the long victory. So, yeah, I'll just go after him very soon as well. And in the meantime, I think it's necessary that I fight this one. Instead of waiting for the some attrition, I think it's much better. Because he may have the ability to attack me as well. He's in 4th March, so that's cool. Yeah, let's fight it on the battlefield. I do have the Iceforge Legion against those 3 mortars. I think it will work. If possible, if not, it will have definitely other targets, and the army abilities are really cool to deal with them. Yeah, let's go and fight this out. Alright, so here are our forces, namely lots of goblins, and hobgoblins of course. And I do have the Iceforge Legion, which you can see now firing, and Gordo's backstabber here. So this should be an interesting settlement fight. Hopefully the Iceforge Legion can do some damage. And here's the enemy. Tons of units, handgunners. He has Balthazar Gelt, which is running away here. Whoops, let me pan down the camera. There's some huntsmen there, some great swords and halberdiers galore. There's a lot of them. Some Empire Knights here and there. And he has his units mostly distributed, as you can see. So that's cool for me, you know. Has some Outriders here with grenade launchers, so I gotta be careful with those. Anything that is good against blobs is kind of a problem. But yeah, there's tons of units here and there, and I still haven't found the mortars. There they are, and I'm gonna issue a summon there. So yeah, let's watch the battle. So the plan. Basically, all of these units are gonna move in through this area and go into those 2 choke points. And the Iceforge Legion is just going to shoot anything that he can find, like handgunners, like artillery units, you know, if it can. And I need something to take care of Balthazar Gelt, which will be the Overseer with the support from the Demon Smith. And yeah, I still have some hobgoblins. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, to be honest. I'll let the battle decide. And then my reinforcements will, of course, go around into the enemy backside and dominate this point. You've seen this before, but this summon is so good. And I'll also pair it with the other ability to bombard their area. So that swordsman unit that comes in, deleted. That's nice. That's nice. Almost deleted. Look at that. Immediately going down. And these 3 mortars, just with 2 army abilities. It's great. Such a nice idea here to use these army abilities. Otherwise, those mortars would just pepper down my units forever. So you gotta get rid of the artillery and find some ways to do that. In the meantime, we're fighting Balthazar Gelt here. With all his buffs and all the debuffs, he's still suffering. And in the meantime, my army is advancing. My reinforcements have arrived, as you can see there. So the plan is ongoing. I'm missing a lot of my shots here, but I'm trying. Come on, hit something, guys. But yeah, the Overseer has done it with Gelt, and reinforcements are arriving. Perfect. My single entities are so good for this. Even though these guys are spearmen, come on, they cannot handle 2, let alone 3 single entities. Come on, charge them in. Oh, that was a nice one. Imagine having a spear against these guys. And in the meantime, my Bull Center renders are coming in. So they'll dominate their area, that's for sure. Yeah, they do have that glittering robe here for the greatsword, so that's a lot of armor. But still, that's way too much. You know, I have some debuffs on them if I need. Yeah, getting Plague of Rust here as well. And lots of other damage spells, but yeah, I can deal with those. Yeah, the enemy is trying to send out some reinforcements here, maybe trying to surround this Overseer, but I think he can manage. And I'll have some units to reinforce him as well. And he can also get some purple sun assistance. There we go. That should help. Doesn't do almost any damage to my lord, but it does a lot to the enemy infantry. Who's now routing. Cool. And time for Gorgeous Backstabber to actually just get in the thick of melee. He survives much better than expected against these guys. Come on. He's like quite a legendary hero. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but acts like a tank. And my forces are just getting close to destroy them. All the while, my mobile forces here are doing great. They can manage a couple of great swords and swordsmen. Yeah, Sigmar is not going to protect you. Handgunner's getting attacked and thwarted. And here he does have somewhat of a good defense. That's a lot of halberds. So I'm thinking I need something to disrupt this guy, and I think that's a purple sun coming in. These guys are gonna start suffering a little bit. Yep, perfect. Great cast there. And especially with all the... oh my god, he's big and huge. Look at that. Yeah, they're gonna die very soon. So the battle is going well. I'm going to target for the army losses. So all that I need is to ensure that I'm damaging most of the enemy units. And that alone, if I'm engaging everything, that alone will do it. I'm going to do some AoE spell here just to get them to lose some confidence. And I'm kind of just working with the leadership and trying to disrupt the leadership of the enemy, you know, attacks from behind, doing some damage, because then I'll trigger army losses and that's the end of the battle. And there we go. They're now triggering everywhere and it's a victory. Well done, well fought. Okay, that was a good aftermath. Didn't lose a single unit. That was cool. Just some damage here and there in my single entities. Good value of most of my troops, even if it's just well spread out. You know, my single entities did really well. Archers did enough. You know, all of that gold value. It's not always what is important. Okay, I already have an outpost. Let's go with a factory. It's also more defensible. So yeah, defeated Balthazar Gelt. Nice. Right, so I made sure that I wasn't getting attacked by the dwarfs, and it was so good. I'm glad that I retreated to a much more defensible position, because I thought, well, I'm gonna have a second army very soon, so that should be fine. Sundrims and Molge attacking here. Yeah, that's a good army, but still should be enough. I'm sending this guy to meet with Durak, Dracula, and Astragoth and give him the right units. And the Cowl Friends may be able to finish off Feastus, so gotta be careful with that, because then I'm the likely target. Castaltin, yeah, he has a good army, but I think Azazel can put the hurt on him very easily. So that should be interesting. Yeah, if I dominate this area, I might have just enough gold. And I'm also getting some more gold with the other convoy, which is great. I'm focusing a lot on getting gold because everything else I'm getting enough. You know, in terms of armaments as well. I'm going to get even more income here with the resource extractors technology. So everything is going well. And of course, focusing a lot on the gold stuff, you can see how much it has gained me. Which is cool. It's cool. It's cool. So there's a lot there. Yeah. Earning gold, that's perfect. Good development so far. So, we do have an underway interception, which is great. So Thrumbas is going to get Elmador Stone Shatterer. That's a lot of units, but not a single artillery unit and lots of gyrocopters and bombers. So that's helpful, especially against my army, because it seems tailored to deal with those guys. You know, let's go. Here are my units deployed. It's a nice location, especially for the artillery, but I think I'll have to move because they are not attacking me. But still, it's a good formation to have. Of course, very spread out. Good to ensure there's some flanking. Good to ensure that shots are not fired towards my own troops, you know, minimizing friendly fire. The enemy is bringing tons of giant slayers. Some nice missiles. And the Runesmith, or the Rune Lord, sorry. Yep, but it should be fine dealing with these guys. So the battle plan, just move forwards to ensure that I have the range. And once I have the range, these artillery units are going to wreck anything they can find. Likely I'm going to target their missile troops. Yeah, definitely. You know, just some Iron Drakes, some Quarrelers there. Just trying to minimize whatever damage they can get. And of course, my flying entities are going to have their 3 entities. They're going to deal perfectly well with the enemy gyrocopters. And first few shots. And first few casualties. That's nice. That was a nice shot. I'm taking the advantage of the improved accuracy of the Hell Cannons now. Oh, that was a nice one. I actually missed out. Definitely a good one. Like 3 or 4 shots and that unit is toast. Hitting the free company militia that they have. Now, anything with ranged I target first. Because with the infantry, I'll have more time to deal with them before they cause any damage. Even though these are slayers, so of course some of them will have the unbreakable as well, which is kind of a problem, but they're also vulnerable to my own missile troops. So that's their damage, that's their target. In the meantime, well, my flyers are going to deal with his flyers. And he's wasting shots on those laborers, that's so cool. Yeah, now he's targeting who he should be targeting all along. There we go, you can run, but you cannot hide. There you go. Oh, nice attack animation there. And really good time to get my summon here. It will wreck these units. So most of their missile troops are also engaged, which is excellent. And over here just reducing speed even more so that I can catch those flying units. And it's working out just nicely. And now the infantry is clashing. You can see the effect of having these units spread out. I'm not taking too much damage or friendly fire, so they have the possibility of hitting the enemy while my troops are in front, which is great. Also here you can see it, the enemy lord, it's suffering already. Just let the bull center hit him. There we go. And the fire glaives are doing just some nice damage to these giant slayers and slayers. So yeah, should be fairly easy. You can see most of the enemy army is routing, and all that is left, it's the unbreakable units. Let's go. A nice victory. It's cool that we got the underway interception. So I lost nearly nothing and he lost a full army, which is always what you want to have happening to you, especially with this army. Come on, it's mostly elite troops, so of course it is to be expected, but still sometimes there can be some surprises. Let's replenish. Alright, so that was nice that I got some good fights on this episode. I'm getting some good stuff. Oh, the end is nigh. Hold on. We're gonna have the vampires endgame. Okay, 2 turns only in advance. So I'm gonna have to move and stop some of my plans because I'll have to deal with Sylvania. And then it's gonna be awesome because the endgame might just help me out. Because, you know, Kemmler resurfaces, Manfred resurfaces. Yeah, it might just help me out. Because they're gonna be on the backs of the enemy. So yeah, and of course all that I need to deal is with the ones from Sylvania. Maybe I can just manage enough. Yeah, let me see. I can get a defensive alliance there, but it's not like I need one. And I can get peace with the Golden Order. Hold on, I think so. I'll get 10k for that? That's great. This is something that I think it's failing in terms of the game right now. It's because they all, if you beat them a little bit, they'll just want peace, and it will end up draining them with more fighting possibility than anything. No. So I think they just go for peace too much, honestly. So I'll need to defend Castle Drakenhof there, likely just going to build some garrisons too. And I'm going to start moving these guys. This guy, maybe he's going to go back and try to get a full army instead. I just wanted him to get some of these units to the front, but now it's feeling much better. This guy, he's still going to go to the front, and that way I'll have 2 armies. I don't need anything else to defend here. Yep. So I could even get to Thorgrim Grudgebearer. Sometimes you'll see the enemy has less units. This is because I fought maybe a garrison army and just concentrated on destroying 1 unit of the enemy, you know, that sort of idea. Okay, what sort of... This guy has artillery, right? I think so. Yep. I'm planning him out for artillery. Let's get a frenzy ability here. And you're gonna get Reforged. No, I don't need that because I don't have anything to heal. Oh, I need Arcane Conduit. Good. Good. And I'll just ambush again. This is working out. You know, 1 army is actually defending against those 3 armies of the Dwarfs, which is perfect. And over here, now that I'm at peace with the Empire, I'm gonna move here to Castle Tempelhof. Yeah, all that I need is actually to defend. Let me see, can I just move here? Yeah, I'll move directly to Castle Tempelhof. So all that I need is to defend against the armies that will spawn near Castle Drakenhof, and it's fine. So yeah, I can get this, and definitely I can rush the construction. Yeah, I'm gonna rush the construction. That should be nice. I'm gonna get anything to defend, really. Let me see if I need something else to defend. Yep. Definitely good. Anything that gives me garrisons on this area is gonna be nice. I don't want to have to destroy stuff to do that, though. There's no point, really, at this time, because it's only 2 turns. If it was... you know, 5 or 10 turns in advance, then of course I would do it. Which is why it's such a... If you get 10 turns in advance, come on, you can prepare everything. You know, so 2 turns, it's kind of fine to get a little bit of a challenge. Now let's merge the units here. Durak Drakkiller. By the way, whenever I'm doing this, I'm checking my own... the armies that I've prepared and set, so that I can get them. Yeah, and he wanted to go for Infernal Guard with Fireglaves instead of Blunderbusses. So let me get the Skittles. Should I think just this, because I really want a couple of Bale Tauruses there. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, you can't. Let's go with this. And Sindra Sanaz, he's going to move. This is almost completed. He's going to move to get to Astragoth Ironhand and give him the best stuff. And there's no Kostaltin. I guess Zazel beat him. So I'm just going to move and get Zoishenk, and then I'll get Fort Stragov. Yep. One thing that I haven't focused is on getting the I already completed the short victory, so I have the missions for the relics, and I should go for those. Okay, then let's get garrisons here. Let's get gold. Huh, that's expensive. The upgrade to tier 3 is so expensive. You gotta think it through. So I want this guy. He almost has everything for magic, actually. I do want the character's leadership effect. Do I? Let me focus. Can I get to the upkeep? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. So he's on 43. No, I don't think I can get there. Now let's get spell resistance, shall we? Is there anything else? Well, everything is completed here. This part. Okay, Blade Master. Yeah, of course. I want him to be good all-around focus. And so far, so good. I'm going to get Fort Stragov. I think I'm going to get some minor relics because I really want those. So I'm going to get some of those battles going. You know, and teleporting with Astragoth. Now it feels good. But I don't want to have to worry too much about the end game. So I'm just going to send yet another army there. Maybe Sindras, as soon as he meets with Astragoth, is going to go down. So yeah, that's the sort of idea that I want to have. Yeah, oh, let's upgrade that much better. Oh yeah, definitely. A couple more upgrades for garrisons on that front. So yeah, we're going to focus on defending against the vampires, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.